today?
It was fun. It was awesome. It was a lot of excitement coming off the bus there, so it's great. I think it's an awesome opportunity for, obviously this is a long trip from Detroit for these Red Wing fans and hockey fans, and so to be able to come up here and touch this group's awesome. It's a really cool experience.
You played here. What does it look like now compared to when you made it? I don't know how well you remember it, but with all the renovations they've done here.
I remember playing well, so I must have a bad memory. You know what? It looks awesome. To be honest with you, like as I came on the ice, I was like, wow, it looks almost brand new. It's been a long time since I played here, but I did a long time ago and had some good battles back in the day. So, but this, I thought the rink looks fantastic. The ice is great. The boards are great. The lighting, it's light. It's great. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun.
What do you think it means to the people of Calumet to have the team up here?
Well, I know what I grew up in the Sioux, and I know what it would have meant to me as a young guy growing up in a Red Wing fan, and you don't get everyday touches with NHL stars like Dylan Larkin and Anthony Manton, guys like that. So to be able to be up close and personal, I know for me it would have been a really really neat experience, and I'm sure it is for both the young people and the not so young people. I think it's awesome. I think I've said that lots, even when we go to Traverse City. It's great to be able to touch different areas of the state, and obviously this is a real different area, a long ways away, but a super important part of the state, and so we're it's really cool.
And what's it going to be like to play the defending Stanley Cup champions?
Well, hopefully good. Hopefully we play well. The sheet's the ice sheet's a little bit smaller, which they're a big team, so we'll see. But it's honestly, from an exhibition standpoint, just on a serious note, it's great to be able to keep testing ourselves. We played a really good lineup last night in Pittsburgh. We'll play a good lineup for sure. Probably both the games against Toronto. So it's good as we get closer to real action.
You guys have a good young team that you're building. Who has impressed you so far in these exhibition games?
We haven't had our group together as a in totality yet, but I think we've had a lot of number of young players that have played better this year than a year ago, and I think that's the biggest thing. Joe Veleno's had a better camp than he did a year ago. Same thing with Philip Zadina. I think Dennis Cholowski's done a real good job so far in camp. Again, I think Maurice Sider so far has had a good camp. So a lot of the young guys that either, in Sider's case, this is our first real camp, or in a lot of the other guys I mentioned's case, it's their second. They look like their games are better today than they were a year ago, and that's the biggest key for us. Is we just got to keep getting better. We'd like it to be as fast as humanly possible, but sometimes it takes longer, and well, generally it takes longer. So I like the rate at which guys are getting better at. We got to keep pushing them.
Sure. Loggins and Dom Shine played for NMU. They're on the team tonight. What have they brought to the table so far?
Well, Logs hasn't got in one yet, so it'll be good to have him in. I just saw him at the Prospects tournament. I don't know him as well. Obviously, Dom was with GR last year. They both guys that bring different qualities to the game. They both have been good college players. It'll be fun. I thought it'd be a great experience for them to be able to come up, obviously close to where they played at school. So it should be a fun experience for them, and it'll be good for us to get a look at them.
Jeff, with the 3 games in 3 nights, Pittsburgh last night, tonight here, tomorrow Detroit, how are you managing the roster for that? How many of these guys were in Pittsburgh last night?
Yeah, actually we have 4 and 4. We actually end in Detroit, or end in Toronto, so we actually have 4 and 4 nights here. So we had to be smart about our roster management. Only one guy that played in Pittsburgh's playing tonight, and that's Taro Hirose, played at Michigan State. So we had to be smart about that. You can't go back, especially because of the fact that we got home late last night. We were supposed to leave early this morning, not quite as early as we were supposed to. None of the same guys. I did think it was really important to have a guy like Dylan Larkin up here, a guy like Danny DeKaiser, who's a Michigan born and bred guy up here. To have our line of Bertuzzi and Mantha. Athanasiou was supposed to be up here, but he's nursing a little bit of an injury, so he's not here. So I thought it was important. We have Veleno and Zadina, so some of the young guys for the fans to take a look at.
I know you often talk to your players about, grasping these kind of moments and really appreciating them. Is that what you told them before coming?
I will, as we get before game time. These games are always a little bit, it's like playing an outdoor game. Everything's not exactly the same. but that's okay. That's great. That's part of the experience. And sometimes even in the exhibition season, it can get a little mundane. Certainly during the regular season, it can get mundane. So whenever you mix things like this in, it just brings life and energy. I think it's a great reminder too for us, in the NHL, how special we have it. What a great opportunity we have every day in our lives in the NHL, and let's make the most of it. And these are great reminders of that.